If you're just starting off with boxing, Muay Thai, and you don't you want to spar, but you don't know how to spar, you don't know what to aim for. Um, you want to aim for the soft parts of the body. On the head, the skull is thick bone. You don't want to hit somebody on the top of the head, on the side of the head. It's You're gonna hurt your hand. You're gonna bruise up your hand. It's gonna be sore. It might even break depending on how serious the sparring is. You want to aim for the soft parts of the head, around the eye sockets, the nose, the lips. You want to take away their. Even if someone's not hurt, they're fine. They're not in pain. If they see their own blood, then especially on the face, if you hit them in the back of the head, and you slice open their head, they start bleeding. They're not going to see it. It's not going to affect their mental state. But if you hit them in the lip and their lip starts bleeding, it's going to affect them a bit more. This is your personality. It's going to affect who they are in a sense. It's going to affect their mind. So you want to aim for the eye sockets, around the eyes, the nose, bruise up the nose, the temples right here, soft spot. Um, when it comes to the chin, right here, if you hit them on the side of the head, their head can move. They can roll with the punch, as they say. Roll with the punch, boom, roll with it, slides off. On the chin, that is difficult to do. Right here, boom. There's not a lot of ricochet room. It's going to be hard to slide the punch off if you catch him right on the chin. Even if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't have to be hard. As long as you boom right there, it's probably going to sit them down. It's for sure going to force them to take a step back. You can't roll with that punch. Right on the chin, very effective. Try it out and you'll see for yourself. As far as a knockout punch, if you're ever in a serious fight or you seriously need to prove yourself, what you're looking for is you want to turn the chin right here, not like that, but you want to turn it as far as you can to the shoulder. That's what you're looking for. That's what sets people down. You want to catch them on the side right here, boom, right there to their chin. Turn it as far back as you can. And this is a Conor McGregor. I've heard him talk about it. That behind the ear, very effective as well. If you're ever in a fight, it's not behind the head yet, so it's still a perfectly legal blow. Behind the ear, very close to the brain stem. It goes straight to the brain stem, and it's not a lot of tissue for that can absorb the blow. It's very effective. He's knocked out, I believe, Dustin Poirier when they first fought. Um, yeah, that's how you set him down. Just knock right behind the ear. Very effective. Um, all right. When it comes to elbows or even self-defense, um, something that you should know or useful information is you if you slice open their eyebrows, they'll start bleeding. You catch them with an elbow right above the eyebrow, they'll start bleeding into their eye. It makes them a lot harder. It makes it a lot harder for them to see. So if you're gonna throw elbows, try to aim above on the eyebrow and get them to bleed into their eye so they can't see. If you can't see, it's hard to react. Um that's as far as the head and the face goes. Um with body shots, you want to aim for the lower ribs. The ribs are effective, but there's a lot of them there and they're thick. Good muscle there as well. Um But if you aim for the lower ribs, those are a bit smaller, a bit more sensitive. If you're going to go for the body, aim for those. The ribs by the abdomen, you know, at the bottom of the lungs, on either side, effective. Solar plexus. Solar plexus is like right above the abs. In the middle, there's a line separating the left abs and the right abs. Right at the top of that line, right under the rib cage, not the rib cage. Right here. That's my titty. Right here. These are my abs. These are my chest. Right in the middle. Right there. Super effective. Um, if you're throwing knees, throw a knee there. If you're going against somebody that's super conditioned, that has an extreme cardio, hit them in the solar plexus a couple times. With the knee, especially, I've experienced that one. It will put the brakes on you real quick. You can feel great. Hit him in the solar plexus. It's going to slow him down dramatically. That's as far as the abdomen, the chest goes, the upper body. When it comes to the legs, the knees, the joints in general are very sensitive, but the knees more than anything, because there's not a lot of meat. Your muscle is like the armor on your body. The more muscle you have, the more blunt force trauma you can absorb. The knees have very little muscle around them. Super sensitive. If you need to stop somebody, if you need to prove yourself in sparring, or if it's a street self-defense situation, aim for the knees, a roundhouse to the side, or even a push kick, hyperextend it. It'll force them to, it'll stop their momentum. But a strong roundhouse to the side of the knee is going to be impossible to not respect. They're going to be forced to reevaluate their thought process. And if your shins are conditioned, you should always condition your shins. In my mind, one of the coolest ideas is imagine winning a fight and not even having to throw one punch. You win the fight strictly with kicks. In my mind, that's one of the coolest things that there is. The only way that can happen is if you're confident in the bone density of your shins. So if you have strong shins and you're confident in them, a roundhouse, a kick to the calf is very effective as well. The calf muscles are very small compared to the majority of the muscles on the body, so they can absorb a lot less blunt force trauma than the rest of the body. That means that if you hit them, they're going to feel it. If you hit the calf, if you kick the calf, it's going to hurt a lot more than if you kick them in the chest, in the pecs, in the arms, or in the thigh. A very popular, not necessarily popular, effective blow in the UFC. I'm sure if you watch any UFC fights for any extended period of time, you'll see how effective that kick is. It'll bruise up the calf very quickly and is very uncomfortable. So condition your shins. Kicks are incredible. And stretch, of course. Practice. But those are my target areas for when I spar. The knees, solar plexus, that spot right here, Boom, right above the abs. Lower ribs, if you can catch those, it's a badass move. And on the face, if you want to be malicious, or if you just want to be a badass. Eyes, go for the eyes, nose, mouth, lips. Turn that chin right on the chin, behind the ears, and on the temples. The soft spots, easy targets. That's what you should aim for. It demands respect. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Ooh, remember above the eyebrows. Cut them open, let them bleed into their eyes. Very effective.